Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Six Man Blitz. I'm Jake Lynch. Tim Tebow finally retired from MLB. It was his year finally to get part of the MLB. It was his year.
Didn't he just make the active roster though?
Yeah,
For
he got brought,
the training camp?
he's gonna get brought back to spring training again. So
Damn. Hey, but I'm Micah Huff. Meek Mill, you're out of pocket for that rap quote. I'm gonna go out with my chopper like Kobe. It's too damn. Hey, put that man back in jail. He deserved to be 6 feet under again.
that's disrespectful, man. You can't. Everybody on Twitter going after Meek Mill, and Meek Mill's been weird after that pool picture where he's eating the fries in between his legs. Man, Meek Mill is weird.
No plate or nothing, just straight fries on the thighs.
Yeah, in the pool. Like you weird. You eating chlorine. But we should have a great show for you guys today. No interview today. Two great interviews lined up back to back. We should have some interviews moving forward. Hopefully that's good. But we got some good NFL talk and NBA talk for you guys today. Talk about Carson Wentz getting traded. Talk about Deshaun Watson rumors. Always rumors with him. J.J. Watt got released. Getting some weekend preview, rapid fire takes, closing remarks, all that good stuff we got today for this episode. But make sure to download and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you listen to podcasts. But make sure, hit that plus button next to each episode. Download it, re-download it, resubscribe to us. Help your boys out. Do whatever you can. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor. Always a good way. Tell the person next door, yo, listen to Six Man Blitz. It's always good. Hey, now we got a new intro for you guys. I hope you guys like this intro.
Touchdown Bears! No way!
Hands, fires, yeah! The Bulls lead 87-86.
Hello? You play to win the game.
Let's go to eat a damn snack.
Ooh, now we back. Hope you guys like that new intro. That boy Devin Hester taking off and opening touchdowns got to be the OG clip. Got to put that in there. So let's start off with the breaking news in the NFL. Carson Wentz being traded from the Indianapolis Colts.
Schefter bomb.
Schefter dropped the bomb on us today. The Eagles trade Carson Wentz, and the Colts are getting back, or they're getting the Carson Wentz, but they're trading away third-round pick and then a temporary second-round pick, which is pretty much nothing for a former MVP runner-up, but a broken-down quarterback. So what are your thoughts on this trade? Did the Colts ultimately win this, or is it let Jalen Hurts cook time in Philadelphia?
It's a little bit of both. The Colts definitely won this. They got Carson Wentz for nothing. He's going to be paired up with Frank Wright, one of the coaches he had in Philadelphia, and I think that's a great situation. I've been saying the Colts is the best situation for him, and with this O-line, we could see Carson Wentz get back to that and MVP runner-up for him. But the question is, are they going to resign T.Y. Hilton, keep the weapons? Because they didn't really have like a receiver have like 1,000 yards, big-time year this year, but they still got Jonathan Taylor, 1,000 yards on that defense. So I think Carson Wentz is going to do just fine in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I think he's going to do just fine, but, man, Michael Wilbon, he was going off on Carson Wentz, and I kind of agree with him. He was saying how overrated Carson Wentz was, most overrated quarterback in the last 5 years, and I'm kind of with him too. He had one good year. Other than that, he's been broken down. The throws he made this year were not good. I know he had a terrible O-line. Now he's finally got a good O-line, but I'm just happy Ryan Pace didn't overpay for a quarterback here.
We would have given him like 3 first-round picks or some shit, and the Colts just stole him away from the Eagles.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm happy Ryan Pace didn't overprice him. They didn't even offer anything, which is crazy to think about. Depending on how desperate the Bears are, but I don't know. Carson Wentz is good in the Frank Wright system for that 1 year. He was 11-2 under Frank Wright, 101.9 QBR rating and 33-7 touchdown interception ratio. Obviously, he had those same numbers since he left, and we all know how bad he's been since. But hey, now it's Jalen Hurts' time in Philadelphia. Hopefully, it's not too bad. If you look at the people around him, it won't be good because they're expected to release a bunch of people. Release Deshaun Jackson, release Zach Ertz. But I hate to see Jalen Hurts like that, but I want to see Jalen Hurts go crazy. We big Jalen Hurts fans over here, trying to
Boomer sooner.
Yeah, Boomer sooner, baby. But I don't know. This Carson Wentz trade, Colts gave up nothing, and they finally got their back.
Pennies.
It's just, is he gonna stay healthy? Can he stay healthy? That's the thing.
The Colts might bring in Nick Foles too and shit, just in case.
I don't know. The Bears owe him a lot of money, so.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what's up with the Bears.
With the Bears, if we cut them, we owe them a lot of money too. So that's figure poison right there. So let's move on to another quarterback that's been rumored a lot, Deshaun Watson. A lot of rumors have picked up, especially the Carolina Panthers. The insider for the team said they would trade 3 first-round picks and Christian McCaffrey to land Deshaun Watson. Theoretically, that's how they're saying how aggressive they are.
Damn.
Do you buy that? 3 first-round picks and one of the best running backs in the NFL.
That really shows you like how valued running backs are in the NFL right now. Like all the big-time running backs, and they give them for like 2 years, they give them a nice little contract, and then they ship them out. Like as a running back, they get everything they can out of you in 2 years, and you're so replaceable. I don't even with like Le'Veon Bell, he had that good year that 1 year. Steelers didn't want to pay him, got rid of him. James Conner's in the next year. So I mean, it's really hard to be a running back in the NFL nowadays. But if I'm Deshaun Watson, I do not want to go to Carolina.
Oh, yeah, he's got the no trade clause too, so he can say, no, I'm not going to Carolina.
Right. And like you saw what the franchise did with Cam Newton, man. They did him so damn dirty. But he even, and Carolina's not one of his teams he wants to go to. He even has the Broncos on the list. Who the hell wants to go to the Broncos?
I mean, they got a good young receiving core, but other than that, he ain't got shit. So
that's all they got.
Yeah, I mean, the Panthers the same way. So I don't know why you would want to go to the Broncos, but hey, you do you, Deshaun. You just get the hell out.
Hey, the 49ers and the Dolphins.
Get the hell out of the Texans. That's all. But I think that's just crazy because think about 3 first-round picks, and then Christian McCaffrey was a first-round pick itself, so it's like 4 first-round picks in itself. I just think that's obviously way too much. If you're the Texans, you're saying how many? Like 3, and then Christian McCaffrey. Like you might as well take that. You don't even have to put.
If you're the Texans, I am agreeing to that deal before that shit even happens. I'm like, yo, I heard this is. I'm hitting them up this today. Like, yo, that's your offer? That's it? Let's go. Let me get that.
Like, if you're going to trade Christian McCaffrey for Deshaun Watson, straight up, just those 2 people, that's a, reasonable trade. If you put 3 first-round picks in there, too, that's another, if I'm Texans, I'm instantly taking that. I don't care what anybody says. I'm rebuilding. Don't even give me Teddy Bridgewater. Keep Teddy Bridgewater.
And 2 gloves. Hey, but they're going to have to get rid of David Johnson, too, though, in that, probably in that deal. They're going to have to fit him in there, the Texans.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't be no problem. David Johnson, another running back that's, washed up now.
Yeah, but, I mean, who wouldn't want to take one of the best running backs in the NFL and 3 first-round picks? But I don't think this will happen. Obviously, it's just a reporter talking crazy, talking unrealistic as hell, because Matt Rule will get fucking fired if that happened. But
shit.
Hey, let's stay with the Texans then. J.J. Watt got released. Every team has been rumored. Every team's got a Photoshop every time I go on Twitter. It's like we posted that TikTok. It actually blew up, got 45,000 views. I saw every team on that thread. It was, hey, come here. It's like, man, he's not coming to the New York Giants. I swear.
Giants definitely no.
Yeah, it's like all these teams commenting come to the Minnesota, but he's not going to Minnesota Vikings. Like there's this random team hey, come here. But where do you think would be one of the best fits for him? Because he's obviously going to a championship contender because he's got him when he's 31, and everybody would love to see him win.
Literally any team that's contending for a Super Bowl can pick up J.J. Watt. Because he's not going to ask for a big contract, you know what I mean? Because his priority is winning now. So, like,
endorsements.
Yeah, literally everybody can, like, take him up. But, shit, like, it's hard to say because, like, his position, a pass rusher, a guy that can get after it, is needed by everybody. Everybody can take another one of those.
Right.
But I think, teams like Cleveland would need somebody like that. Baker, like 5 more J.J. Watts to play defense. But, hey, his wife plays soccer in Chicago. Think about it. Eddie Goldman, Hicks, Mack, get rid of Robert Quinn ass. And then you have Nichols in the rotation. And then J.J. Watt.
Nobody go take that Robert Quinn contract, though.
Yeah, true. His ass. How you have 2 sacks all damn year?
And he making like what, $12 million a year or something like that?
Something insane, bro.
But
I don't care. Like, Goldman's coming back, so I mean, if you could do we even need a quarterback at that point? Just get Rex Grossman back, call him up, be like, hey, bro.
Get Kyle Trask, next kid from Florida. Just get him over here. Next sexy Rexy. But let's get back on top, man. This market is open for J.J. Watt. I mean, he's been a leader. You see him on Hard Knocks, and his linebacker coach on Hard Knocks was Mike Vrabel. So he's got that Titans connection, and the Titans need a pass.
The Titans definitely need a pass rusher, bro. Like, they had, for this year, their defense was terrible, and they didn't have, Jadeveon Clowney didn't give them the production they needed.
Clowney.
Vic Beasley.
They swung a miss on Clowney.
Yeah. Vic Beasley, they were like, all right, bro. Week 4, they released his ass.
The Texans were I think T.J. Watt ended up with more sacks than the Texans had, just in general. The D-line had, no sacks. For a while, and they just couldn't get any pressure. So if you could add J.J. Watt, that would definitely help.
Yeah.
But then if you add J.J. Watt to the Browns, Myles Garrett doesn't get double teamed because you got to worry about J.J. Watt on the other side. And think about that.
And they have Olivier Vernet, whatever. He's going to be a free agent this year if they can bring him back. Dude, he had 9.5 sacks this year, so.
Yeah, I mean, the Browns got Cap. I mean, their backup quarterback's making he's making more money than each DB back there. So, I mean, it's obviously a problem, but you got to get your defense looking right. But if he doesn't go to Green Bay, he hates his home state. He hates the Packers. Don't go to Green Bay. If he hates the Steelers, he hates his family, hates his brothers. So, he's running out of luck here. So, hey, man, just do you. Don't go to the Packers, but it'll be fun to see anywhere he ends up besides her. All right, so quarterback carousel. We already did one, but let's do a part 2. I'll just name the team, and then you just try to say what quarterback you see them with next year. We got 8 teams, I think, so far like that. So let's start off 49ers. Who you got?
I got Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, I think Jimmy G will be back there. Chicago Bears.
Derek Carr. I see them both out the Derek Carr trade. There's been a lot of talks about it, but if we can give them the right compensation for it, but without giving up any young pieces, I could see it happening. This is a dream scenario. This is fantasy scenario. But we'll probably end up getting Fitzmagic or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I left this one blank. I was like, this is the test where you just you start doing it backwards because it's so damn hard. Yeah. And you're like, man, you come back to this, you're like, man, how is this not multiple?
Start looking at other people's papers and shit.
There is not a single rumor about the Bears quarterbacks. They said Mitch Trubisky's not coming back. Oh, that's been the main rumor. I don't know what the hell is going on in Chicago. I really don't want.
They said they're trying to make a push for somebody, though. That's the thing. They're saying they're going to be aggressive, but no options.
Watch me end up with Marcus Mariota. It's not a bad
option.
option.
He looked good in that one game.
Yeah, fucking one game. It's just the Chargers. So, all right, New Orleans Saints.
Ooh. I'm gonna go famous Jameis.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. They're like minus 28 million in cap right now. So that's – and what if Drew Brees comes back? Ooh.
Right.
Carolina Panthers.
I said Trey Lance.
Yeah, I said Justin Fields. It's pretty much the draft. We'll just put.
So you got like if they're getting Justin Fields, you think they're gonna the Jets are gonna trade up then?
No, I think if they stay at 7, Fields could fall to 7.
Possibility.
Yeah, it's a possibility. The Patriots.
Mac Jones.
Yeah, I think Mac
That's
Jones.
really hard though because like I see the Patriots being aggressive, but they're not really usually aggressive like that. Like with the quarterback markets and stuff, you never see them really making a big move.
Yeah, I just don't know who's available for the Patriots in their system because they're definitely not going back to someone like Cam Newton again. They need somebody who fits like Tom Brady, who can throw the ball accurate down the field. Well, it's any quarterback throw the ball accurate down the field. So
They can be making a move for like Darnold or somebody. I think Darnold would be good in that system.
yeah, I mean,
If they just get some weapons.
yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing. They need some weapons. All right, now let's go to the Washington football team.
Taylor Heineke. He's back, man. Number 4.
I'm going Cam Newton. Houston Texans.
I got the Dolphins making a trade for Deshaun, so I got Tua.
I mean, I would love to see that.
It would be beautiful.
Deshaun Watson staying still because the owners or the general manager being stingy, not taking any trade calls, which it's tweaking. But last but not least, or probably our least, but the New York Jets.
Whew. I got Darnold still there.
Yeah.
I got the Jets. I think they're gonna trade down. Eventually, they're gonna trade down with somebody, get Darnold. Get Devontae Smith or somebody, but not at the second pick.
Yeah, you can't get that man going number 2. I got Zach Wilson. They stay at 2 and they draft the quarterback. I think Zach Wilson is good for them. But they need to do something with Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold's good in the NFL. It just hasn't had the weapons around him like other people have. Cam Newton type weapons or type ish. All right, so let's go to college basketball real quick. It's heating up, man. About to hit March. That's good. But Duke basketball always on the people's minds. Best player Jalen Johnson opted out. Is this better for him or for Duke?
It's not going to be better for Duke, but it's obviously better for him because he's seeing the bigger picture. He already came off a foot injury, and if Duke's not looking like Duke in the past, so I mean, it's better to just make sure you're going 100% into the NBA draft and why risk it? There's been big time players get these injuries. Like Michael Porter Jr. was out for the whole season. James Wiseman made the same decision last year, and it's really why play in the NCAA when my name is not making any single money, and I'm not gonna be in the Duke's not gonna go far this year, so might as well just take it to the NBA draft.
Yeah, and I don't know. I was with you for a while, but then when Duke started playing, they're looking better without him. He was when 5 stars come into a program, they automatically got to play, or they're just not going to be happy. They're going to transfer, or they're just going to sit out. But man, he's opting out 2 3 weeks before selection Sunday. That's just quitting on your team, man. He's quitting out of the. But to compare it to football, it's like some random ass bowl game. It's like that Texas bowl that Christian McCaffrey sat out of. It's some bowl like that. But I don't know. Duke has won 4 straight games without him. He since he came back, he's been on the bench, Jalen Johnson. And he played 8-9 minutes, and he just wasn't happy with that. He's playing diva ball, and so but if Duke might make the tournament now. I think they're better without him. I think this is better for Duke in the long run. But Coach K he doesn't care about this year. He's like, fuck it. He's been checked out of college basketball since March 13th, 2020. he keeps talking about, oh, we're not even gonna make it through the season. These guys need to focus on other things. Blah blah blah. They shouldn't be playing in pandemic. So Coach K is pretty much done. I don't like Duke anyway, so I could care less. But yeah, I think he's just quitting on his team. But they can go either way. All right, now let's get into this weekend preview. Talk some hoops. Talk that fan control football. No, I'm just kidding. Ain't nobody watching that. There are some college football games on though. We're not gonna talk about those, but some FCS football is back though, so should be exciting to see college football back. But let's get into the NBA real quick. The Utah Jazz. We talked about them a little bit last week. We had some mixed opinions on those. Not mixed opinions, just not positive opinions on the Jazz. So the Jazz are playing the Clippers. Who you got in this one?
Jazz are the hottest team in the NBA right now. Still not sold on them. The last time the Clippers played the Jazz, Rudy Gobert had 23 points.
He came out of nowhere.
The whole Clippers, they had 3 starters out right now, but I think if Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Nicholas Batum come back, I think the Clippers are going to win that game, to be honest, because although the Jazz, they're 3-point percentage, all that stuff is high. They got one of the best ratings in the NBA right now with their shooting. But I think Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, they have the firepower. The Clippers have the firepower to, win one of those games, and they'll really shut this streak down, whether the Jazz are 9 games in a row right now. But I got the Clippers breaking the streak.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, if they get Kawhi and Paul George back, because they go as far as those two take them. And we saw that last year in the playoffs, pandemic P, playoff P, all those P's, no homo. But Paul George, if he comes back and Kawhi, comes back, to get their team a good chance to win, obviously. The Utah Jazz, I found a team comparison.
Oh.
The 2015 Atlanta Hawks were 4 of them made the All-Star game. Obviously, they don't have 4 supers, they don't have 4 All-Stars like that, but they were the regular season MVP. They went 60-22, which is insane, but they got swept in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not saying they're close to the Western Conference Finals, but they are the hottest team in basketball right now. Donovan Mitchell, hooping. Shaq, a big hater of the Jazz. But I got the Jazz in this one. I think the Jazz keep the streak alive.
That's crazy though. Didn't Kyle Korver make the All-Star that year?
Yeah, it was Kyle Korver, Jeff Teague,
Millsap, and I think Horford.
Yeah, Horford. Yeah. So and the only starter to make it was Carroll. Carroll's only.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, and we just named the whole starting 5 too, but we won't be able to name the starting 5 for Jazz in 5 years.
But if you think about it, that Hawks team, they was in the Eastern Conference. This is a Western Conference, and I don't see I think teams like Denver, even the Dallas Mavericks, they had a good playoff performance last year. So I think the Jazz, even if they keep the 1 seed, shoot. There's gonna be some teams coming for their head in the second round.
You got that play-in tournament too, so they get the best.
That's true.
I don't think they'll get upset in the first round, but if that Lakers, what are they in the 2nd, 3rd seed right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the Lakers fall because of Anthony Davis, what they fell to 4?
He's gonna be out to the All-Star game.
What if they fall to 4? They got to play the Jazz 2nd round. Jazz go good.
I got the Lakers. In 5.
Everybody got the Lakers. But all right, let's stay with the Clippers. They play the Nets on Sunday. Should be a high-scoring game, like every Nets game. I did talk out of pocket last week. I said the Nets don't play defense. I don't know I don't know how their record is good. I don't know how they're positive. And of course, they win every game since then.
Yeah.
Of course, they come back from 36, right? It was the rest of the Suns. It was 36.
Damn.
Yeah. So of course, talking crazy. I get it.
We've been
But,
seeing that hate on the 6-man blitz, bro. They're like, we got to step our game up, man.
Katie on his
Kelly
burner.
Oubre has been playing good.
Like, hey,
He's
Kevin.
20 a game now.
Yeah, Kevin Durant be talking crazy on his burner account. He was talking shit about 6-man blitz on his burner. But who you got in the next Clippers? You got to be in an ugly weekend for the Clippers or what, man?
Nah. I mean, the last time the Nets played really good defense against the against the Clippers. And I don't see that happening again. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. But definitely the Clippers All-Stars have to be in the game. And Nets got Iman Shumpert now and Andre Robertson. Andre Robertson should be a good defensive help to help Bruce Brown out, whoever the fuck Bruce Brown is. Defensive stopper now, but I think, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George have a good game. Serge Ibaka, Lou Williams is playing good now. So is Marcus Morris. So I think, that will help out with that bench production. I got the Clippers, but it's going to be a high-scoring game, like you said, man.
Always a high-scoring game. You see Brooklyn Nets on your television screen.
I'm
Definitely.
dropping 150 this game.
Final score 171 to 162. That's what I have. I just came up with some random numbers, but I got the Nets winning. The bench stepped up for the Nets the other day, but that's because Kevin Durant and Kyrie weren't in. But their bench still stepped up, like we haven't seen that before yet. So finally seeing their bench step up is a good sign I like to see, and I have the Nets winning. What I say, 171 to 162. First.
Damn.
And I won't be that. I won't be that high, but I'm just throwing out random numbers. Probably definitely won't be that high. That's insane. And now I'm thinking about it.
That's an all-star game numbers type shit.
Nah, no more than they scored like 200 in the key all-star.
One year,
Yeah.
But is Harden on your MVP list?
If he wasn't on the Nets, yeah.
But I mean, you look at it. He's been taking a step. He's been playing in his role. He knows he's got to be the distributor for this team. Like he's not gonna, Durant and Kyrie are gonna drop the big numbers while he gets the assist. He gets a nice little 20 points, and gets 7 rebounds or whatever he does. I mean, last game he had 36, 7, and 11. I think he's been playing well.
Is this still Joel Embiid, LeBron for you in the MVP? Like 1-2?
Yeah, definitely.
I think it is, and I think you just made an argument for Harden number 3.
Don't forget about Damian Lillard. He gonna be mad. He gonna drop a diss on us too if we don't put him on the list.
That man.
Yeah, another buzzer beater game winner last night.
Damian Lillard. He's got a deal now with the watch company. So it's pretty cool because game time. But completely irrelevant. But yeah, I think it should be LeBron. All right, look, Joel Embiid, LeBron, Harden, MVP. Beal got the MVP, the All-Star voting over Harden, which I found that kind of weird. But it's a fan vote.
They had to give Beal a nod, bro.
It's a fan vote.
I don't think he's. I don't think he should have been a starter, but maybe Harden could have been a starter, but Beal definitely should have got in the All-Star game.
Yeah, and
he's averaging 30.
If Zach LaVine doesn't get in, man, we got it right, man. Everybody just got
Patrick Williams, man. All the votes we've been bringing in for him.
I like to see, man, Patrick Williams for MVP. Hey, that's what sucks about the MVP or the All-Star weekend. They're not doing the rookie versus sophomore thing or the world versus USA now. We can see Patrick Williams in action score 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. So that's a usual Patrick Williams stat line.
They called his ass the last game. Stacey King called his ass the paw.
Oh yeah, that's Paul. You like it or what?
I mess with it. I mean,
it's weird.
He just gotta drop some more points though, man. Get some more stats. Hey, but he did have a clutch 3, him and Kobe White in the last game.
Yeah, Patrick Williams cold-blooded like that, man. But I was like, oh, okay. Everybody just started calling him the paw after that game. I was like, It's the Patrick Williams podcast. We had to approve that. So, but
Yeah, we'll come up with a better one.
But all right, let's go back to our weekend preview. We got college basketball talk now. We got number 15 Texas Tech versus number 23 Kansas. Who you got in this one?
I got Texas Tech. Matthew McClung averaging 17 and 17.2 points per game. And I think, they're going to go as far as he plays. Like in the big games they won, like the game against Kansas, he had 20 points. And I think that's going to be the really big tell for him. And Kansas, they don't really have a dominant player this year like Frank Mason or Perry Ellis, however long he was there.
They don't have a go-to player. That's going to hurt them.
It's more of a collectively group that, plays well. Anybody can get it. Anybody have their night that night. So I think I'm really excited to see who's going to step up for this Kansas team in that game. But I got the Texas Tech team.
Yeah, I got Texas Tech. Kansas, like you said, they don't have a go-to player, which just hurt them early on in the year. They've been good now of recently. That's why they're ranked. But, Matt McClung going crazy. Overtime was exposed to him. And that him and that duo with Terrence Shannon should be a good 1-2 punch for Texas Tech. They're always high-scoring team, high-scoring game. Matt McClung, he's always posting up good numbers, and when he doesn't, they always still score a lot of points, and they got a deep bench. So I got Texas Tech in this one as well. Texas Tech should be a good team to watch out. This Big 12 tournament should definitely be a good one. Hopefully in a few weeks. But let's stay with this Big 12, best conference of basketball.
Nah, bro. It's the Big 10, man, all the way.
So let's go number 13, West Virginia versus number 12.
Your team, bro.
Texas. Yeah, my team. Hey, Final Four unless they're in the same bracket with Gonzaga and Baylor. That's something.
That would be brutal if they got put in that spot. But I'm gonna go with Texas in this game. Shaka Smart. The key to Texas winning is his full head of hair. That's really been the nod. But I think Aaron Jones. He's been their, top guy.
Packers running back.
Not the Packers running back, But I think he's having 15 points. He's averaging 15.9 points per game. I keep saying games per. I keep flipping the two, but
yeah, you keep flipping it like a tongue twister.
But I mean, they already beat this West Virginia team 72-70. So I think they're just going to have that in mind. And whenever you beat a team already, you know what I mean, you feel confident going into the second time you play. But it is hard to beat a team twice. But I got Texas in this one.
Yeah, it's always hard to beat a team twice. But, West Virginia, they're apparently my team now. But I'll claim them. Press Virginia, baby. Derek Hover, has been playing like a beast, bullying kids down low, averaging a double-double, which is insane to think about as a forward, as a wing. But he's been stepped up into his role. He's been playing good. Texas is Shaka Smart ready for this moment, though. They have 4 guys averaging 10 or more points, which is good depth to have for your starting lineup. Spreading the ball around. But when I saw Shaka Smart with hair, I thought they fired him. I thought they had fired him. I saw a game and they showed him like post game. I was like, who the hell is this? I was like,
it's just one of those things you never get used to. Like,
yeah,
Brian with hair it just doesn't look right. Deion Sanders with hair, it just.
Yeah, so I got West Virginia, but Shaka Smart hair is just weird for everybody. Everybody was like, what the hell's going on, But all right, let's go into what you say is the best conference of basketball.
Game of the year.
Big Ten.
First time in Big Ten history that there is 3 teams in the top 5. Let that sink in.
Let that sink in, man.
This is definitely gonna be a game with some some like incentives to win. You definitely have like both of these teams are, the rankings came out and both of them have number 1 seeds.
Number 3 Michigan versus number 4 Ohio State. Before you go any farther, because people ain't know what you was talking about. Michigan versus Ohio State, the rivalry. All right, now go ahead. Man.
It's a big rivalry, right. I like Juwan Howard, but I'm gonna go with Ohio State in this one. EJ Liddell, he's hooping, man. Hey, and Bolingbrook basketball. I know you know a lot about that name because he was kicking y'all ass too.
Man, EJ Liddell, he came down and started going crazy on Bolingbrook. I was like, ooh, this dude going crazy.
Yeah, I remember Darius was telling me about some dude that was committed to Ohio State. They had to play. I was like, damn, he showed me some highlights. I was like, damn.
He's the greatest Illinois basketball players of all time. But since he's not from, like, Chicago, we don't think about
him. From Bellevue.
He's like St. Louis.
Right.
So nobody thinks of him as one of the best. But he's, like, up there, like, with, like, Derrick Rose, like award-wise. Yeah. But I don't know, the matchup EJ Liddell versus Hunter Dickerson, that's going to be a matchup down low to see. But Juwan Howard, he's been doing a good job of getting Michigan ready.
Yes.
But he's big.
Only lost 1 game. But the thing about it is –
it was a fluke to Minnesota.
Hey, shout out Minnesota Hoops. But the thing about it is, like, they've like, they missed that couple games where they didn't play. And they missed chances, like, because Ohio State's played big teams. They played Illinois. They got to win against Illinois. And I think that's really going to come into to a factor in this game. Like, because Ohio State has played in big games. Michigan really hasn't had too many tests. So, I mean, Ohio State, man, they're ready.
I got Michigan, but it's just weird seeing Ohio State good at basketball.
It is. Have they ever been good at, besides D'Angelo Russell years, have they ever been good at basketball?
They weren't even really good with D'Angelo Russell. It was kind of like an situation. Like, I don't think since we've been, like, keeping up with college, no, but probably good before. But, hey, I got Michigan by 11.
These are the only Ohio State and Michigan matchups that Michigan will probably win.
It's crazy because everybody wants a big-time matchup, Michigan, Ohio State in football, but we get in basketball, which is weird.
You probably won't see that for a minute.
We getting that boy Ty Isaac right, man. Go blue, man. But, let's get to that part of the show. Rapid fire takes, baby. Let's go.
Yes, sir. All right. With all the Blake Griffin talk, where do you think he will end up?
I'm saying Miami Heat.
Damn, really? It sucks about the Lakers and the Nets, but I got them coming back to Lob City.
that would be cold.
Yeah. All right, you see the Knicks, they have a 6th seed right now. Do you think they can make the playoffs?
I think they can. Derrick Rose been hooping. I like that boy Derrick Rose.
Emmanuel quickly too. Julius Randle been balling. I think they can make the playoffs. Definitely the play-in tournament.
Young team.
The way they're playing. If Tom Brady was on the Jets, could he be able to take them to the Super Bowl?
Man, he's not God, man. He's the GOAT.
He's not God. That's what they will need.
Let's not be crazy.
Yeah, I don't. The Jets are too dysfunctional of a franchise, I think. Especially with later years. It'd be like especially like a team like the Bears. The Bears too. I don't know. He could take the Bears to the Super Bowl, but out of the quarterback trades, who do you have going farther? The Rams or the Colts?
The Lions. No, I'm just kidding. I got the Rams. Hard division though. Hardest division in football.
Yeah, I got the Rams too. Because the Colts, they're top 3 in the AFC, but you really see the Chiefs winning the AFC like almost every year kind of thing.
Yeah, or the Bills, or the Ravens.
Oh, yeah, or the Bills. Who is coming out of the NFC East? Taylor Heineke or Jalen Hurts?
Daniel Jones. Jalen Hurts. Hashtag let Hurts cook.
I don't know, because the Eagles, man, they don't have as much, but the Redskins, they have a defense.
Washington football.
My fault to all the Native Americans. Taylor Heineke could take the football team to the playoffs before, Jalen Hurts could.
Yeah, no doubt.
Where do you think Andre Drummond will end up?
I got the Celtics. I
So
think they can make a trade for him.
they've been in the need for. They've been trying to get a center for like the past 3 years.
So they've been trying
But
to.
I got him going to the Toronto.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot.
Who do you trust more, the Sixers or the Jazz?
The Chicago Bulls. Nah, nobody trusts the Jazz right now. So
Hey, I'm gonna go with the Sixers.
yeah,
I like to have their team chemistry. I like, Doc Rivers is a proven coach. So I'm gonna go with the Sixers. If you're a GM, do you take a chance on Cam Newton?
I say yeah, but you have to bring in another competition for him too. It can't be him like the Patriots this year.
Feel you on that. Come to the Bears, Cam.
Come, man, come.
What you got for closing remarks for us, Jake?
Man. I had a closing remark, but I forgot one. So, hey, happy birthday, Mom. That's all. I'm just going to give my mom a shout out for her birthday. Love you, Mom.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Miss Lynch. Or maybe cook you some brownies this time. But for closing remarks, man, all this quarterbacks, this trades and stuff. Like you said, bro, I don't know what the Bears are gonna do, but like with this Chicago team, I always expect the unexpected. We might bring Uncle Rico back under center. You never know, Gardner Minshew with them tight shorts and the mustache. That would be the day, and I think I would turn in all my shit for Bears, and I would not watch another Bears football game again.
I don't know what team I would choose.
There's some good teams to choose, maybe like the Browns or something. Depending on, I don't want to be labeled that bandwagoner then.
Yeah, I don't want to be labeled as bandwagon, but who is there to choose?
I'd probably go with the Ravens or some team like that.
Hey, Colts are right there, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
But
hey, what you got for song of the week?
TikToker song this week. Kevo Mooney, Leave Someday, man. If there's always a song you gotta have that has you in your feelings, bro. So let's go with that one.
Damn right. Hey, Certified Lover Boy dropping soon? That Drake album dropping soon, or?
Drewski said the album was cold, man. He said Drake ain't lost a step.
Everybody keeps talking about it. Where is it at, though? That's what I'm. Hopefully we can hear it soon, but that's all we got for you guys today. Make sure to subscribe and download Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure to follow all of our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah, that's the last one. 6-Man Blitz. You can find the link tree. It makes it easy. Just look at all the episodes we got. But that's all we got for you guys today. So make sure to tell a friend about us. But appreciate you guys for listening.
Anybody, tell everybody and anybody.
All right, see you guys next week.